July 21, 2022. This is session 1132 of these inner journeys to experience other dimensional energies and much more than that. Lani presenting these to you, and as we link together as a gathering, just remember you have your true purpose for being here on earth, and truly it has nothing to do with fixing earth, and yet it has everything to do with bringing energy into earth. So we move away from that concept of something's broken and not good enough. We move into the exact frequency pattern that everything is in order, and we step into that order that we know from our true essence, the original point of existence. So, beginning this way, of course, now remove yourself from your surroundings and step into the surroundings of the receiving area in the station of light. Focus within this space and focus within your true essence of that consciousness that you are, which has manifested in many different ways and time experiences. I am Aurum, known to you as such, greeting you in this gathering of galactic beings and your galactic influences and galactic support and all of the energy systems that you bring into this gathering in this point of existence and into this expanding field. So we have your attention here as you have intended to be here to receive more energy information. We view this and we view you as expanding into that field of consciousness that exists around you always and exists incorporating where you have gathered in this moment. And as you realize this, you may also be experiencing a shift in your perception, and the perception engages you into the expanded field. This is all that is. In the expanded field, you receive presentations to you of information. The way that you receive and interpret information is receiving pockets or packets or codes which individually activate different perceptive areas within your sensory parameters. Do not be limited by the phrase or the term parameters, because we speak always in expanding concepts and the flexibility of that. But we do understand how you interpret words, phrases, images. This is important for you naturally. When you attune to your pure point of consciousness and existence, then you reveal to yourself the importance or the impulse or the information which you draw into you, which is appropriate. Every moment, in every aspect of you, there is energy that is appropriate for you in that experience. It is complex, but it is not difficult. It is simply that you expand and enfold yourself in the experience known as joy, which is a vibration, and the vibration contains information. That's the simplicity of it. To move into that dimensional field of experience of everything contained within the aspect known as happiness and joy. This exists in you always. There have been distractions, of course, that shifted you out of alignment with that central point of conscious intelligence that you are. Bringing you now into intelligent consciousness, you will be acknowledging galactic beings with you, spread throughout all of creation. If you focus solely on the complexity known as Earth planetoid and everything involved in that creation, then you will understand that your focus here is bringing in the attention of those galactic beings of consciousness. And so it is the consciousness fulfilling what you may perceive as a need. We perceive it as energy adjustments and flows of energy, where there is the capacity to receive more of the frequency patterns that you respond to because you resonate with the higher frequency, and the earth consciousness responds to the frequency patterns, and therefore all of creation. There is the opportunity around you to surround yourself into that energetic sphere of conscious intelligence. Observing that, you will also observe the ones who are not accessing intelligent consciousness and the framework of that, the energy framework, which expands. Again, remember, it is a concept, not a limitation. And of course, this has to be received in the clear energy patterns around individuals and around the earth energy consciousness. In areas, the earth energy consciousness field has been damaged, has been interfered with the application or introduction of energy patterns that are not in coherence with the consciousness of intelligence, that intelligent flow of creation, which is the natural, normal energy field of creation. We observe that which we would call creations misaligned. They haven't quite attained the true connection of inspiration from the energetic field emanating from the pure source, that prime coding system. which exists all throughout creation. So all of the life forms, and this is everything that has been created from intelligent consciousness, are already responding in some way to the information coming in. And we say again, for you as an individual, it activates within you more of that prime source code necessary. And it is necessary so that you live in an expanded field of joyful existence. Experience this. Experience the shift within your energy field here as you receive this, and you will experience that in direct correlation to this within layers of your individual base unit, your physical existence as you know it in the particular body form and life you are living. And we say again, it also flows into and interacts with all of the other aspects where you have consciously existed. It is a multidimensional flow of support, and all are receiving the conscious intelligence codes for you. This may come into you and release the specific processes which will clear from you any patterns that have not originated from source creation and the pure intelligence. So you would understand that this will be activating you in many different ways, in many different spheres of your existence, the patterns that you create or consciously recreate on a daily basis. There are many actions and functions you do as a natural sequence as you move through the daily activities. Expanding upon that, become aware of the level of consciousness that you exist as in a somewhat different aspect or form or reality. So when you shift your perception out of illusions that have been created, that you may be functioning as, and you shift into the reality of your true essence, you are incorporating the true essence back into what you may have perceived as the reality which had been functioning within an illusionary pattern, a compilation of many teachings and training sessions. So in this way, you are fully entraining yourself back into the conscious intelligence systems coming through your original point of existence. Gather all of this into you, and you will be aware of the other ones who are gathered with you also collecting in energy fields, energy codes, energy aspects this will be shown to you in an individual way that you interpret when you receive something perhaps slightly different to the train of thought you've been moving along with. And so again, you step and flow easily into the patterns of the processes of the energy field for you that you originated and you placed for you to engage with again fully. Having taken this all into you, this is a session of energy flow for you to process and incorporate into you in every way, remembering that which you are. This is complete for this deliverance. Aurum out. Thank you, Aurum. Lani again, acknowledging you here, receiving aspects that you wanted confirmation within your time frame and within your experience. So in this single drop of energy informing you, there are patterns within that you will be recognizing and you will be using. Personally, as I stepped back with my conscious mind and allowed that to flow through me, I had an awareness of traveling through different time experiences. And I was aware of all of you also remembering where you have existed in different, I'll call them galactic experiences. And so some of the information you've gathered for you to use and which is appropriate for you in the earth time space, you will be drawing in from different patterns of creation. And as you draw in all of that, it allows you to release other concepts or ideas that are no longer appropriate in this expanded field of your consciousness. This is amazing. This is wonderful. So take it all into you and take in a conscious breath and fill yourself with the joy of all of this expansion of support. All of the energy of abundance that's there for you in every way, in whatever you need. And remember, on your next conscious breath in, bring yourself back into the life form and into the current earth space time as we measure it. Bring it all right down through you to the soles of your feet, tips of your toes, as you bring it all into the earth energy system. You are a glowing being of light. Thank you for being this galactic glowing being of light here. And this ends this session through the Omega Communications portal.